Nintendo Switch Lite review. The Switch Lite is laid out almost identically to the standard Switch when held in the handheld mode, reminiscent of the PlayStation Vita. The middle space is taken up by a 5.5-inch touch LCD, with physical buttons placed near wide grips on either side. On the left side are an analog stick, a minus button, a take/capture button, one bumper and trigger each, as well as direction controls shaped as a regular plus sign. On the right side, you can find yet another analog stick, A/B/X/Y buttons, plus buttons, a home button, one bumper, and a trigger apiece. The Switch Lite has a directional pad on the left-hand side instead of the 4 direction buttons from the Joy-Con found on the original Switch. The Switch Lite has a game card slot, headphone jack, power button, and volume rocker on the top edge. It also has a small, yet strong ventilation grill with thicker teeth than the regular Switch. The plastic around it is built to last and offers more durability than the usual model. The underside of the Switch Lite has a covered microSD card slot as well as a USB-C port for charging, which solely charges the device, not allowing it to be connected to a television. Unlike its predecessor, the Switch Lite does not feature a kickstand. Its kickstand was flimsy, had the annoying tendency to detach itself. Still exposed the SD card slot even when opened and held up the system very poorly on tables, factors that I don't regret missing in this model. Additionally, owning a microSD card wouldn't hurt, as they offer an increased storage capacity over the default 32GB that comes with both models. A glitch with the Switch Lite that has not been seen yet in any review unit is that the Joy-Cons can sometimes suffer from control drift, where the analog sticks begin to give directional signals to the system even though they aren't being touched. Since you can detach the Joy-Cons from the Switch, Nintendo has been providing free repairs for it or allowing you to just purchase a new set of Joy-Cons. Unfortunately, this isn't an option with the Switch Lite because its controls are built into the system, so if they start drifting then you cannot replace them. Currently, some users have claimed drift on their Switch Lites, though there is no knowing how extensive this issue will become. It might never become a widespread problem like it was with the original Nintendo DS Lite and its cracking hinges, which later DS and 3DS versions didn't encounter as much. The Switch Lite features a 5.5-inch display with a higher pixel density than the regular Switch's LCD due to its 1280 by 720 resolution. The only component included with the system is a USB-C wall adapter. This is because the Switch Lite has no capability to output to a TV, so there is no dock. According to Nintendo, the battery life of the Switch Lite can reach up to 7 hours before having to be recharged, which is slightly better than that of the original Switch. The battery life of the Switch differs depending on system features like screen brightness and an internet connection, plus how intensive the games are. Nintendo used the Nintendo Switch Lite can play nearly all of the games available on the standard model but won't include certain titles, such as 1, 2, and Switch. It is ordinarily quite simple to move your games in progress from the original Nintendo Switch to the Switch Lite since Nintendo improved its account administration in the past. Create a user on the Switch Lite, link it to your Nintendo account, and then you can download any bought games. You can sync most of your files from cloud saves through Nintendo Switch Online. Note that there are some big-name titles that don't have a cloud save functionality, such as Dark Souls Remastered, Pokémon, Let's Go Eevee/Pikachu, and Splatoon 2. In addition to this, you may directly switch files locally, but there is no way to just copy save files from storage or microSD card to a different microSD card or store and exchange them with a computer.